Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to launch Autodesk Inventor Professional 2024. As you can see on my desktop, I have the shortcut of the software. I'll double click on that. It, for some reason, shows the splash screen on my outer monitor. That's going to take a couple of seconds, and it will launch the software. And you will be taken to the home page of Autodesk Inventor. You can see that bottom left corner homepage is highlighted. And if you're launching the software for the first time, you might see some helpful buttons for what's new in this version, help buttons, or community. You can find those buttons. You don't have to look at them. If you skip them, you're not losing those links. They are available on the bottom left corner of the home page. And as you can tell, it looks pretty similar to many other software. Nothing complicated here. You have new, which you click on to create a new file. You have open. If you have a part, drawing, assembly, presentation file that you want to open, you can just click on this and you can find that part number to open it. You have the home page, a home button available. Obviously, you can just click on it. That will take you to the home page. And I activated the projects button here by clicking on the projects drop-down menu and select and activate projects button. So uh, for some reason, there are so many different ways to do the same thing in the software's user interface. For example, you can click on New here, or you can click on New here, or you can go to File and select and click on New. So notice that there's also a drop-down menu next to New, and you can click on that and select Part, Drawing, Assembly, Presentation. The difference between this is if you click on the New button, that's going to take you to Create New File window, in which you select the template that you want to use. Templates are basically just inventor files that you um, saved. For example, you may be assigned a unit of measure. Maybe you change certain things and you don't want to keep changing them every time you start a new part file. You saved it and in templates, and now every time you want to start a part or an assembly, you're just opening that template, which saves you a lot of time. As you can tell right now, it is routed to the templates folder under Autodesk Inventor 2024. But I also have this folder here, English US folder under templates, in which I have my own templates. For example, this is my assembly template. Millimeter is the unit of measure. I have my drawing templates. You have default templates or you have the templates that you created for yourself. We will talk about how to create templates later. You don't have to worry about it. So let's just use, we can use the default templates that come with Inventor when we download the software. Let's cancel this window. And again, you can do the same thing here. You can click on New, and it's going to take you to the same window. You can select File, New. That's going to take you to the same window. You don't have to worry about any of this. You can select the drop-down menu and click on Part, and that's just going to use the default Inventor template to take you to the part mode. You could have done the same thing for assembly. It's going to use the default assembly template of the Inventor, Autodesk Inventor Professional. So I'm just going to close that, and I'm not going to save it obviously, and go back to the home page. And in the home page, you see that there's a Tools tab is active. Under Tools tab, you can see a bunch of other options. You can explore all of this, of course, but the most important part here is the Applications options. And we're not going to go over every one of these tabs because as we work on things, as we talk about different things in different videos, we will come back to this Applications options and change some of the settings maybe. For example, our username, undo file size, the file templates and where the templates are saved, and the configure, we're going to configure the default templates. We're going to do all that. We can change the color scheme, and we can change so many other things that are default settings, and you might want to modify them. Even if you don't want to modify them, at least you should know how to modify them, how to change them the way you want to use them. So right now, another thing that we are just going to mention it in this video, but we're going to talk about it in more detail in the following videos, is the projects. Projects are basically like you can work on so many different projects, and they're going to have, you know, For example, if you're making a coffee machine, you have a folder that says coffee machine project, and in this folder you have all these parts and assemblies. So when you open that project folder, it's only gonna show you those part files from that project. So right now the default project is active, which means that if I say open, it's gonna take me to the documents folder in my computer. But if you have an active project, then that's going to take you to that project folder. And every time you save something, it's going to save in that folder. Basically, the project folder is a way to keep everything organized. Again, we're going to talk about that in more detail later. But right now, we're going to use the default project mode. And we know the home button, project button, open a new button. This is our home page, and we're ready to move on to the next video.